I am so thankful that I get to see you click the live button. It changes my life, truly.
It takes away a very large portion of my joy.
Sometimes that's okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Live on Two Wheels. I am Chase. That is Beau. And this is your weekly motorcycle live show where two random guys that make YouTube videos talk about motorcycles. Live. Weekly. Welcome to episode 34. Today, we are talking, everybody else on YouTube is making a video about the Honda Hornet, so why don't we? We're invested in that, or I'm invested in that space. That's currently, that's one of my favorite spaces right now, these naked motorcycles. So I figured let's talk about it. I want to know more about it, and if you guys have never watched one of our kind of, I guess we'll call these like bike breakdown episodes, we pick a brand new motorcycle and we look up all the information we can on it and kind of come up with some opinions about what we think about that motorcycle. That is what we are doing today. But before we get into that, you guys know we got all the pre-show stuff to go through. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all of this motorcycle talk.
I fucking wish you wouldn't. Okay, that.
Which would you rather me not? Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys. So quick thing, real quick. We're someone called that
real quick.
Someone called that super fast. So guys, when we do this live show every week, we do it live on the Chase on Two Wheels channel and the Live on Two Wheels channel. If you could do us a super solid, if you're on the Chase on Two Wheels channel, there's a link in the top of the description. Click that. You can watch it over on the Live on Two Wheels channel. That is where I will see y'all's chat. I don't have the Chase on Two Wheels chat pulled up, so please go check it out over there. And if you enjoy the show, make sure to subscribe over there. That is where the show lives after the liveness of it. Kind of gets archived over there. And it's archived as a podcast on all popular podcasting platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, so on, so forth. And we get to do a review because you guys have seen these stickers, right? Look at these. We got these made just so you guys would go rate us on Apple Podcast. It is super helpful, helps us grow, and the bigger this thing gets, the better the show gets. So if you enjoy the show, go give us a review. We told you guys this 2 weeks ago, and you guys are doing an awesome job with the reviews. So thank you guys so much for that. If we read your review on the show, we will send you a decal for free. Hashtag welcome. So to the review this week, we have dun dun dun. Oh wait, this is a mic. And we don't have Trey in the show in the shop today. I don't think we can talk about why. So.
We can just say
there's a press
he's
launch.
The only one with a passport.
We can say that. Okay, so Trey's the only guy with a passport. He's on a press launch. I'll let you guys figure that out. So for this week's review, we have from Spavieticus title. Oh wait, music. Give me music. Come on. Nope. Oh my God, Beau. There we go. Okay. All right. Only podcast I listen to. 5 stars. I have been listening / watching till. I'm gonna restart. Hold on. Pause the production. Restarting. I'm ready. I have been listening / watching to Live on Two Wheels for only the past 3 months. The crew is very authentic and hilarious, and the community they created is beyond amazing. Having the ability to listen on Apple Podcast is very convenient when I struggle to make to the live stream. Keep up the great work.
At first I thought that was a question mark at the end of it.
Keep up the great work? So one, it's the community we created is beyond amazing. That's you guys. Thanks. And it's an Apple Podcast. It's convenient. Right, you guys. Sorry, you guys know we swap roles a lot, so I have to do this thing the whole time. So that'll be fun to see how that goes down. Thank you for reminding me that that was not on the screen. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then you should watch the live show or the videos over on Live on Tools. All right, so here's the thing. Spooviaticus. Spoov. Spoov, if you'll shoot us an email, chase@chaseontwowheels.com, we will get your, you got to confirm that that's you. So I think the last guy sent in him editing the review. Send us a screenshot of that, and we will get you a decal. They're very cool. We love them. All right, what else can you guys do as part of this amazing community that you're a part of just by watching this show? What you can do is join our Discord, because the last 10 minutes of the show, 10, 5, depends on how the conversation goes. We are going to be on our Discord. We have a cool little page that we can show you guys. So let me get this pulled up real quick. Oh my goodness. Boom. Okay, so guys, this is our Discord. You can see C2Dub. And here on the left side, you'll see L2W. That's Live on Two Wheels, of course. So down here, or up here, boop, threads. Click on threads. Click on Season 2, Episode. Oh, God, it's already started. Not looking. Okay. Boop. Oh, God, everywhere. There. Go there. Post stuff. We'll talk about the last 5 minutes of the show. Also, we do have a change coming up for the last 5. We have a few changes coming up. I'm not sure when they're going to happen, but we're going to be doing different style audience stuff coming up. Not going to get into the details. We'll tell you guys about that.
Just ways for us to get, take time to like interact with you guys.
Yeah, because so right now, I guess we'll, okay, so that's Discord. We're going to do Moto Photo shoutouts, and then we'll talk about that inside the housekeeping thing. So another part of Discord, we have my personal favorite. We have a section called Moto Photo, and we like doing shout outs for you guys who post photos of your motorcycle. So here,
nice.
User Kyle S. somebody likes going fast, because this dude's got a Panigale and a ZX14. That is a dangerous pair to ride on the highway with. Yeah. Ghost was also nice enough to pull multiple users this week. So we have Racer33 with this Aprilia RS660, it looks like. I have not got to ride one of these, and I want to so bad.
You forgot the best bike in this.
Of course. So the reasoning... Hold on. Boom. Yeah. The reason Ghost posted 2 photos is because, Ghost, I assume you're grabbing photos that are getting voted up a lot in the Discord. Is that kind of the general idea of it?
That is correct.
Okay, so another reason to get on Discord and be voting people's photos up. The most voted up photo, though, was Ghost himself's versus Boom Boom. Woohoo! Nice. Ghost, stellar photo. Don't know where you were on that one, but very cool photo. That building looks awesome, and the bike looks even better.
Nice.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I'm surprised how short the wheelbase of the Versus looks. Maybe it's just the photo, but it's given short wheelbase. I don't know. This is coming from an MT10 rider that is a notoriously short wheelbase bike.
Some bikes have short wheelbases, some have long.
And we love all wheelbases. Okay, so that's the Moto Photo section, guys. Make sure to go post in there. And not only post in there, but vote other people's stuff up that you like. Jeez. That helps us find the right stuff. We love the audience interaction. Trying to get into that a lot more. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Tip of the week. Ghost Tip of the Week. This is sponsored by Ghost on Two Wheels over on Instagram, of course, our spectral producer. This week's Ghost Tip of the Week. If you stir coconut oil into your kale, it makes it easier to scrape into the trash.
Eating healthy is for losers. It's where it belongs, the garbage.
Speaking as the resident guy
Did
who
you know
eats
that
healthy,
kale is just a relative of broccoli?
I'm not surprised by that. But
in fact, most green there's a lot of green vegetables we eat that are just different parts of the broccoli that was then pulled off, and kale is one of them.
I think that makes sense because broccoli is obviously the best vegetable, so that makes total sense. Fun fact, I found out, Heather's my wife, she took me to this place called Pike's Nursery, Pike's Nursery, something like that. They have so many plants, and they had ornamental kale.
Weird that a place that has nursery
Fuck
in
off.
the
Stop.
name
Stop. No.
has so many plants. It's almost as if
whenever you're
that's all they do.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I didn't know they make ornamental kale. So it's like you can't eat it. So like, how do you?
What the fuck is the point?
Who found that out though? They're like, oh look, kale, I love this, and then they died. So like, I don't know, who knows? All right, guys. So that's the Ghost of Ghost. Thank you so much for posting that. If you guys want to follow Ghost on 2 Wheels over on Instagram, you should. I do, and I'm a cool kid, and you should be a cool kid. Okay. Now I do owe Ghost an apology because last week, you guys know we had Joe Jackson in the shop, and we were having audio issues, and Ghost works hard to make this Quick Shifter segment for us. Quick Shifter is our segment where we talk about little blips of the news. If you guys like one of the segments, we'll dedicate a whole episode to it. But it allows us to get through news really quickly on the show because you guys know I talk a lot, obviously. And my audio was not working last week. Every week, something's not working.
I love that you were like, I talk a lot, blah, 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 blah. And then a minute later, you're like, so we didn't get to watch that video because the sound wasn't working. Like,
yeah. Okay, so I'm happy
we still don't know if it works because it worked last time, remember?
Okay, we think the audio works. We're going to find out here on Quick Shifter for episode 34. I'm sorry about that, Ghost, and I hope this makes up for it.
I have sound.
I can hear it. Let us know in the chat if you guys can hear it. A couple Kawasaki demo days are coming to Georgia. Ghost and Yanto will be going October 29th, Saturday, in Hoxton, Georgia. Come say hey, you might get a Ghost sticker. Can confirm there are Ghost stickers out in the world. So again, all stickers you can't buy here. You have to earn the stickers from the Live on 2 Wheels community.
Nice.
I want to contact a Kawasaki because hey, there you go. Ghost. Fun fact: Ghost got his stickers from the same company we did, and we didn't know.
Yep.
We didn't know they were the same company. Cool stuff. Go meet Ghost if you can see him.
Hey. All right. Con man Ricky Davis sentenced to 3 years for stealing 17 motorcycles during test rides from sellers. Hashtag get cash in hand. Yeah, selling. Oh, that guy looks like he stole bikes.
This guy, I would not let ride a motorcycle. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe it's because he's getting booked, but like this guy looks like he stole
The guy looks a little methed up.
How poignant that Ghost put this in here when I had to get a motorcycle last Saturday.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Did he look like that?
Just kidding.
Yeah, that guy looks like he steals bikes.
He does a little bit.
Hide your children.
James Bond's Triumph Scrambler, actually used in the movie No Time to Die, just sold for $150+ grand. Proceeds went to an English hospice.
Nice.
That's awesome. Both the motorcycle and the fact that they auctioned it off and gave it to a good cause.
The Scrambler.
I don't know. We need to do an episode on the Scrambler. I need to get all my feelings out.
We need to get a couple. We need to get like a street version and a dirt version.
Well, we had the Scrambler XE for a little while.
Well, we didn't do much with it.
I think if we'd have got that bike a year after we got it,
yeah,
and when I was in the right headspace,
well, we'll see. The 2023 Honda Transalp 750 is expected to debut at EICMA in November using the same 755cc twin developed for the Hornet. And it's going to look nothing like the Africa Twin, and I love that. Because they could have done an Africa Twin 750, right? But they said, nope, we're bringing this Trans out, and then we have to make sure visually it's very distinct, and I think they done did it.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about that, because I don't know anything about the Trans Out. I know I've heard you talk about it, and I think you and Joe were talking about it last week.
Yeah.
I know literally diddly squat about the Trans Out, and since we're talking about the Hornet,
bike.
could work out. All right, here we go.
I hope the new engine that they have is, I think it's going to be really good for it.
Oh, God.
It's time for audio clip taken out of context.
Oh, no.
This is gonna be good.
I'm interested to see if these little squishy boys will have enough room to go into those holes. So we'll see. And
Yeah,
that's pretty great.
That's good.
Thank you, Ghost. That was. So is this Ghost? Do we get to look forward to this every single week now?
We'll see you guys next week.
That's what I've been doing.
Wait, how many weeks have you done audio out of context?
Oh, one other time.
Oh, okay. So it's all right, so I think that should be the consistency every single week.
Wow, that's a lot.
I mean, we make a lot of content though.
Okay.
If it's too much, you don't have to. I think it would be fucking hilarious.
Did you forget you don't pay him?
I did forget. I forget that all the time.
Jesus.
All right, so Ghost, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Hey, the second live on T-Wheels makes any money. I promise you will. So Ghost, you post those on your YouTube channel, right?
I do.
Good man. So you guys go follow Ghost on Instagram and YouTube, and you can enjoy the beauty mist things that we get to enjoy. All right, let's talk about housekeeping. As Beau, was it worth it? Falling out of the chair? No. Let's just watch Beau as he attempts to get. Hey, we got new chairs. Can you guys see the new chairs we got? Hold on.
This is not what housekeeping is.
This is housekeeping. These came in moments ago. Look at this. We're official, boys. The reason we have these new chairs and the reason we've been trying so fucking hard to get this podcast set up done, we have awesome guests coming next week.
Yeah.
From the industry are coming out to do the show. It's super exciting. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Oh my God, no wonder you fell out of this thing.
Oh.
The turntables did what they do.
It's not real unless it happens to you.
Yes, basically.
Hey,
You know this.
Can you know
this.
Man the cameras or whatever?
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so housekeeping. So we do have changes coming for Live on Two Wheels. We've been talking about behind the scenes, and we've had this hard time where we do the show live, right? Some of you guys are watching. The majority of you guys watch after the fact, which is totally cool. We get it. Schedules are hard. So we want to involve you guys more, but we also want to do like a show where we're making sure we give you guys information because like that's the whole part of the thing, right? So we have some changes coming up that we think are going to make the show even better for you guys, and it's going to help us with promotion on the show and everything. So if you guys are live people, we're going to have a whole segment soon where I don't know when it's going to happen. We've kind of been just talking about like how to do it, and we don't want to do it unless we can do it correctly. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff like that, but I'm kind of excited for the changes that we have coming up. It might not be till next year, like January.
Hopefully, like, and this goes beyond just Live on Two Wheels. It's in general, like having more time to ourselves and not like to the wall with work. And
are you talking about like next year plans?
Yeah, just having like we'll have an extra notch in our belt, and something that we've been wanting to do is to be more active on the direct to consumer kind of stuff. So like our Discord, our live stuff.
Yeah.
Being more involved in that and taking the time to say, okay, for like an hour a day, we're going to be like, getting on Discord and just chatting with people and checking it out. And then live show, like finding more ways to get involved with you guys and kind of give you guys a moment to talk to us and stuff like that. Because right now it's very much a, hey, watch us.
I do remember a conversation Beau and I were having about the Live on Two Wheels thing. And naturally, and this has been the case since I even hired Beau. Like you originally were hired as a community manager, and that's because like
Discord.
Yeah, like my brain, I think, just like naturally gravitates towards production and making sure we're giving as much value to the people that are spending their time watching us. And my head naturally goes to like, let's get the show like packed with more info. And then the first thing Beau said was like, if we do that though, what's the point of doing it live? Like it takes you guys have no idea to do this live versus just record it.
Yeah,
it is entire weeks have to be planned around it. Like it's such a big deal, and
All
it's
the
like it's a
equipment
big
and
point.
stuff, so that we can make sure that we're getting at least a decent quality out there.
Yeah,
Because
just-
I mean, like if we were just filming this, it'd be like,
I love the comments that are like, there's always a problem on the show. It's like,
yeah, there's like 17 moving parts, dude.
no, I'm like,
We're just two schlubs sitting at a table. Like,
I'm
what?
like,
Come on.
you say like people make those comments like they don't hurt my feelings or anything because
Yeah.
like I know that we put out a good product, but it's like if you just tried to do this, you would understand that literally, guys, a cable going bad will fuck it all up. Like truly,
It's a spider nest.
it is a spider nest. But anyway, so we got changes coming
And
live
it's
on.
better than it used to be.
It sure is, which is
Yeah.
shocking. We have some really cool stuff coming up. If you guys are one of the people that are like here live every week, well, for one, we love you so much, and we got some really cool interactive stuff.
Yep.
We're really going to be caps locking the live on Two Wheels part. We're going to still do everything we do,
Yeah.
like do the videos and stuff like that you guys are used to, but we're just kind of a new little segment. As far as housekeeping, what happened this week? You're going out of town tomorrow. I have other work
As
tomorrow.
soon as I'm done processing this episode that we're filming right now.
This podcast is going to go audio live tomorrow, and then
I'm
Beau's going to be
because
gone.
I got like a 6.5 hour drive.
You can't talk about where you're going?
I can. I'm going down to Blockheads
Yay!
for the grand opening. We all got the invite. I was unfortunately the only one that can make it.
Yep. I will be working tomorrow at job number 2. And
You mean your main hustle?
my main hustle.
Yeah.
So what else happened this week though? We filmed we have a first ride coming out tomorrow, guys. If you're fans of Live on Tools, you probably have seen us talk about CF Moto. We had their 700 CLX Sport in here. We did a first ride on it. We got a swap C for a 300 SS. Do not miss that first ride. That's all. I will not ruin it. I was shocked by that motorcycle. It comes out tomorrow. Beau is actually rendering it right now. We're gonna upload it tomorrow whenever we leave.
We made some good progress on Wreck Bike Rebuild this week.
If you're fans of, if you guys support us over on WBR Garage, y'all are top tier. But if you watch the live show, Ghost was in there. Ghost knows what's up.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about telling you guys. All 3 CBRs are done right now.
Yeah.
They are totally finished. It is still sitting on the lift. I haven't even taken it off. I
Like at
filmed.
this point, I think it's like we go over them, give them a once over.
Yeah, so we got to do a few videos, like promo videos, to help like raise some hype around them. But
Yep.
this saga of our lives is over. We have finally somehow finished all 3 CBRs. Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate it. Dude, I was telling Heather when I got home last night, because I got home and I don't know if you could tell when I left yesterday.
Oh, you were
but
spent.
I was done. So it's not only was I like on my feet, like working all day and filming it, because I'm doing everything by myself now, and but like being on camera for like 6 straight hours. I know it was 7 because I started filming at 11.
Yeah, but
And I wrapped. Yeah, I took like a 15-minute break in the middle before I started throwing things against the wall. But like, I was on camera for 7 hours yesterday. The video's probably going to be like 11 minutes long. God.
if you're lucky.
Get the truths. So that was a huge deal. That's such a big deal. Like my brain hasn't even understood yet. Like I haven't even absorbed the excitement yet. So that's kind of crazy. What else? I think that was the majority of the week, right? It was knocked his first ride out. Our Pan America off-road review came out today, so go check that out if you guys are off-road fans.
Still calling it a review?
I don't know what I'm calling it. It's an off-road something. Some novice dude that rode the bike for 3 days straight off-road talks about a motorcycle. If I was Baron Von Grumble, I could title it like that, but I'm not. So
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, that's it. I think that's it for housekeeping.
Yeah.
That's everything. That's a lot of housekeeping, but it was a pretty busy week.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We got this Honda Hornet, and there have been, of course, Motobob puts out. Motobob has put out multiple
before they announce it.
Okay, actually, he won't see this because he's really popular, and I don't blame him for not seeing it. But I want to know, who he talks to get information, because
He's got dirt on everybody in the industry.
I find
So that
stuff
motherfucker
out.
is out. I find out stuff from him before I find out about it from the manufacturer. Like, he is, like, in the future. He's a time traveler, or he's got a bunch of dirt on people in the industry. That's the only explanation. The guy is on it.
I would like to submit that Motobob is a time traveler for sure, but no, I totally agree with you. I find out that industry news is happening before the industry, seemingly, via Motobob. If you guys don't know, Motobob is another YouTube motorcycle channel. If you guys watch this channel, he has been recommended to you.
Yeah.
So that man's already made like 2 or 3 Hornet videos. The first one came out the day that it was released. It is fascinating to watch what he's able to do. So shout out to Motobob. Dude's ridiculous. So Honda Hornet, motorcycle that used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know anything about the previous Hornet. If you know anything about it, please divulge.
No, not really.
So let's check this out. Let me show you guys some photos real quick. Okay, so let's run through the specs. 755cc parallel twin, 270-degree crank. No idea what that means. 90.5 horsepower and 53.3 foot-pounds of torque at 7250. Interesting peak torque at 72. I wonder what it revs to. The Hornet development lead, Ghost, why are you doing this to me? Fuyuki Hosokawa. I'm so sorry to that guy. I'm sure he's a beautiful individual. He was also the lead for the CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade project. That gets 4 out of 5 oohs from Ghost. This is that's Ghost. Engine is expected to be used in the upcoming Transalp, expected to be revealed in November at EICMA, like you guys saw on the quick shifter. So let's check the engine out. Very interesting engine look right here. That's a very odd shape. A cool photo though. Here we have the motorcycle. You guys can see got the whole red trellis frame is what it looks like with red forks. So there's that. You can put lots of bags on it. Although I can't tell if those bags are huge or tiny.
They look pretty small.
Yeah, they do look kind of, but I guess you couldn't have giant bags on the 750 really. There's a front-on shot of it. We'll talk about the looks in a minute. There's that front quarter shot. This, in my personal opinion, is the best angle for this motorcycle.
Yeah.
Just from what I've seen. Obviously, we got do they all have the red trellis frame? And then one's black and one's white? Is that?
I kind of dig the red forks, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it. At first I was like, yuck. But I kind of dig it.
All right, we'll talk about it in a second. That's our dash right here. We have an okay dash. Very Honda.
Yeah, it's almost
looks
identical to, their Africa Twin.
Well, so this whole situation Honda uses on all their other sport bikes, so I'm not surprised to see that. This area's kind of interesting. Moving on, we got the exhaust, which is very typical Japanese stock exhaust. It's like they all buy their stock exhaust from the same place. Is what it looks like. Nobody's going to keep that on it. That's going to keep the bike
clean
serious.
rear end.
All right, so let's compare this bad boy to the Honda CB line. Ghost nailing the job on the line breakdowns. Thank you for doing that. So as you guys can see, the price is significantly less than their CB650R, which has got that whole like circular headlight dynamic.
Yeah.
So kind of strange that you can get a parallel twin 100 cc's more than 100 cc's more. I guess it's got less horsepower and torque. The power numbers are pretty similar actually. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Why do you think Honda's pricing their CB650R so high as comparative to the Hornet? And this is Hornet has yet to be announced in North America. All these models. European. So we're not 100% sure what it will cost. Ghost, where did you get the 7699 number?
It was on a report, I think, from Cycle World. It was just a conversion.
Oh, so they just converted it from what it will cost. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting that it's it's priced in line with the CB500F, which I guess makes sense. It's the F moniker.
I just think it's super interesting that for $1,000 more, you get nearly twice the power and twice the capacity of a bike from the CB500.
You're comparing to the 500?
Yeah.
So what this tells me is the 500's probably going away, and they're going to not have a 500. Because why? Who would pay that?
Or they're going to use the platform that this engine is built off of and like...
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I think they're going to get rid of the 500, and they're going to go full bore with 750, and then they'll build out the line of that engine. Because, like you said, who the hell is going to pay $1,000, or who is not going to pay $1,000 to upgrade from the 500? And also, like, they look identical.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Cause,
Well,
I think there's a world where both of them can exist.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
do. I just I don't know what they're gonna have to do to make it work. Like we're gonna see a price rearrangement on the 500 series, but the 500 is a good. It's a great beginner friendly line, but it's also enough that you can have it for quite some time after beginner friendly, like the F and the R.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
It kind of gets you close to that that 650 class that we talk about a lot. As far as like if you're coming into motorcycling,
It's not quite the Goldilocks as the 650 is,
right? But it's closer.
It's pretty close. It's in that same realm.
Like the Ninja 400 is getting close to that as well. So like,
but the 600 and the 650 line that they have in line 4,
yeah,
the characteristics of the parallel twin.
Yeah, let's be clear. Like, just because they're the CB650R and the CB750F, like, power numbers look the same, they are going to ride like entirely different motorcycles.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Especially with that 270 degree crank. Basically, that's a way for the engine to fire in a way that's more in line with a V motor.
Huh.
So the way that they attach to the crankshaft, and it changes how they fire. So they're 270 degrees apart cylinders.
Oh, that's the angle in between.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like when you get these parallel twins, like I believe the T7 and stuff like that, where they behave and kind of sound a little bit like those are longer intervals between.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least now
So it's gonna be torquey. It's gonna be a punch.
Right.
Which is a different thing than the inline 4 of the 650R, which is winded up.
Yeah, for sure. How do you feel about, like, Honda is clearly going down the CB line and having lots of CBs, but how do you feel about having all the bikes in this class be a CB number, but then they have an R and an F at the ends? Like, how do you care about that?
I'm trying to find like what that moniker means for them, because typically
an R would mean race,
right?
But that's clearly not a race,
right?
So I'm the same way.
And it seems like their R's are more naked than their F's.
No, they are for sure,
which is weird to me, because that would be the opposite of what I would expect.
Typically, F stands for fairing, or fared. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them using this naming convention, because, like, as a consumer, I don't think I get that CB probably means naked for Honda, right?
Yeah.
So I understand that, but these bikes do not look the same.
Yeah.
These bikes, like, I have no problem with CB, insert number R.
All the R's look in line with each other.
But the F's, why are you confusing the audience? I feel like F's, like, should be just called something else. You know what I mean? I don't know. Personal opinion. You guys can let us know in the comments if do y'all even care about that? Because, like, sometimes I wonder. Like, I've talked about Yamaha sometimes, where I think one of the things that Yamaha does so freaking good is when they call something, everything in that line shares the name and shares the look. The R3, R7, R6, R1. A total idiot could look at Yamaha's line and be like, oh yeah, those are all the same thing. And then the same thing for the MT. It goes from the MT-03, MT-07, MT-09, MT-10. You can tell they all look similar. I will say the MT-10 line, or the MT line is not as dialed in as the R line.
Right.
But like with Yamaha, the XSR 700 is basically an MT-07, but it's the retro version.
Yeah.
But it's called a totally different thing, right? And the XSRs all look similar.
Yeah.
So
there's some cohesion between like model names and stuff, but like, meh. I don't know, man. I guess it doesn't bother me because like it's not my style of bikes.
Right.
I find myself more inclined to hate these kind of motorcycles less than like the true like sport bikes. Anything with clip-ons, I'm just done with.
Is that because of your personal riding preferences? Or?
Yeah, I just at this point in my riding career, I'm just like every time I get on a bike that has clip-ons or short handlebars or a really stretched out rider triangle, just not about it. Every time I get on a bike like that and then I go get on my bike, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking sitting on a cloud.
Well, so like that's one of the cool things about getting to do first rides is I get like I get a tiny I get an appetizer of all of these motorcycles.
Yeah.
But I'd never get enough time to really know a bike, which is why we push the loaner bikes as much as we do to companies because I feel like I can actually get to know a bike. Yeah. But I'm not to your point yet with super sports. I can ride them around. I can appreciate them. But
what did I say when we had that 750 CLX Sport? I was like, I would love this bike if it
wasn't the body position.
Yeah. If it had a handlebar.
Which they have. They have the 700 CLX. Yeah. So they have that option. Okay, so we have a note from Ghost. The Hornet will also be A2 license compatible in Europe, which is what the CB500F currently fits. So more reason to lean to the Hornet. R is for retro. CB300R, CB650R, CB1000R retro. Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate you actually giving information in this podcast.
So that's fucking hilarious because like...
So the R is the XSR version. Like the Yamaha's XSR version
of the CB,
but you can also get a CBF, which I assume F is fared. Like that's the fact that we're talking about it means that they
didn't do their job.
Imagine, so we do nothing but do motorcycle shit.
Yeah.
Now imagine some kid who's new to motorcycling and they come into a dealership and they're like, well, so these are both CBs and like, well, what does that mean and what's the engine? Because the engines are totally different too.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Honda, we would love you to change
that we're talking about it like that means that the message, like, your brand is important. So you have to be able to translate what your brand is. The simpler, the better. It's like the flag idea. It's like I should be able to ask a child to draw a flag.
Yep.
And they should be able to draw it. So simple
super simple, super fast. You should be able to understand easily.
I mean, now that I know it, it makes sense. But like I was like, I would never have thought about that.
No, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for showing that.
I'm more interested not in their line, but what they're going up against.
Yeah, what they're going up against is rough. We have time, right? We got 5 minutes, so we don't have time. Let's not jump into that quite yet. Let's do the ad before that. But okay, so final things about the CB line. Mm-hmm. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the F or the R?
I think I.
Or do you just not give
stylistically?
Giving
I prefer the R.
Yeah, you prefer the R.
But knowing how they feel to ride them, I prefer the F.
Do you prefer the F because of the parallel twin, or is that what you're saying?
They're generally, I at least the ones I've ridden, the R's tend to be a little bit more tight up, like your legs are higher up. Mm-hmm. You know, they had different body position.
Yeah. So if Honda was to call and be like, "Hey, we can give you guys a CB bike," and I told you have to ride it, which one would you pick out of this line?
Out of this line,
assuming the 750 was here or 7, yeah.
I mean, for me, it's either gonna be the 750 or the 500 if I was to pick one.
Wow.
Yep.
That is shocking. Okay, so
because I've ridden a 1000 and it's just not comfortable.
Yeah. No, I agree. If I was to pick one of these, I honestly think I would go with the CB650 because I have, like, if I want 1,000 power, I have 1,000 power. I have an MT10. So I would go with the CB650R. Might be a hot take, but like I don't think this bike looks good at all.
I disagree.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know.
I'm gonna be the odd one out here because I know the internet is shitting on this bike right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, people don't like the way it looks.
Oh, okay. So I'm the majority. Then.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
So
like
I'm the hot take, and
never
I
mind.
like the way this looks.
Okay, my bad. I'm not a hot take. Well, so like here's the thing, and we'll do the ad after this, but they've done such a good job with their CB number R line. Like they've done that pinnacle job that like Yamaha has done, where when I see a CB something R, I can see that a mile away. I think it looks great. I think it looks super unique. It looks retro, and a lot of the retro bikes have that kind of style, but I think Honda's killing it. I think the CB650R and the CB1000R look phenomenal. The engine looks good. Like you guys, I don't think I can zoom in on this. Of course I can't. But the engine here, the CB1000R might be one of my favorite looking engines. Honestly, that, and there's some Indian bike that has a really good looking engine, but I just think they're doing a phenomenal job. And because they're doing so good on that, I see the Hornet come out, and I'm like, guys, we're going back. Like we're making worse looking motorcycles. Okay, so we're gonna do an ad real quick, and then we've talked about Honda CB Confusion line. When we get back, Honda's got a lot of competition, so we're going to talk about the competition and see what we feel about it. Poor Hornet. What's going on, guys? This episode of Live on Two Wheels is brought to you by Revzilla's RPM membership. What that is basically a membership program that only costs $60 a year, not a month, but a year, and you get a ton of rewards from it. It's kind of like Amazon Prime for Revzilla. So if you're buying a lot of motorcycle gear, especially on Revzilla, this could be really interesting for you. Check out all of the things you get for this. So you're going to get free 2-day shipping and returns. You're going to get 10% off exclusive brands. You're going to get 5% cash back, period. Also, for you first-time members, you're going to get $15 in cash back from the moment you get this membership. It's also going to include early access to sales and phone lines and exclusive events. So if you're somebody that buys a ton of gear and could find a lot of value in this RPM thing, by all means, we'll have a link for you down in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting the show by going to that link. And thank you, Revzilla, for sponsoring this episode.
RPM membership also applies to Cycle Gear and J&P Cycles. There, I updated the ad.
We'll see you guys with the rest of the show. I don't know why I cracked myself up.
I don't know how you do it either.
Thank you guys for anybody that uses our link for the RPM stuff. It super helps the channel out. It other ways to support the channel.
Also, it helps you out.
It does help you out. It's the whole point of that. Interestingly, there's a link in our description about the Flying Eyes glasses. We sell a few of those every week.
Nice.
So
they're awesome. They're not cheap, but they are.
They're not cheap, but they're legit.
Bro,
awesome.
in my off-track jacket, the one I use when I'm going like off-road.
Yeah.
I keep it in the pouch, and
they are the perfect glasses to do that. Because if you fall over, they're not going to break.
I'm not gentle with my stuff.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And when I got back from the camping trip, I opened up the thing and I was like, "Oh, these have been here the whole time."
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, not really. They're not a sponsor or anything, but we have an affiliate link with them, and if you guys use the code, we get a little kickback. And I'm surprised because we don't really promote them other than saying random shit like this.
Yeah,
but
they are really good. It's not cheap, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth. Like I have a problem buying expensive sunglasses. I don't know if you're this way, but I was talking to Heather about this. There's a couple of items that some people just will spend a lot of money on. Watches and sunglasses, I have a hard time spending a lot of money on because I'm not like sunglasses. I'm never going to be the guy that goes, okay, let me just be careful and just put this down. Dude, how many times have you seen me like I'll be frustrated. I'm just like glasses are like the first thing to go. So
I want to see you do that with your watch. You're just like, bah!
Well, so the Apple Watch is the only watch I've realized that I can I could not own like, I don't know, an expensive Rolex is the only company I know an expensive watch of, but like I just wouldn't. I would feel like I'd have to treat my arm careful all day. Like I wouldn't be able to be like, you know what I'm saying? That's my point, though. Oh. It's Gorilla Glass. It's fine. Sorry for the audio.
My fucking heart just dropped. Because, yeah, it's Gorilla Glass, but I've also...
come on.
You keep checking it, too. You're like, it's over.
Well, now you're freaking me out. Like, did I fucking...
You just hit it in the right angle, man.
Oh, well. Okay, so... Before we jump into all of the other stuff, Ghost has got us a little link here for the history of the Hornet, because I don't think it looks good. You like it,
yep.
And Ghost, you said you're a fan of the look as well, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so let's take a look at the old Hornet. I mean, I can see the design characteristics that they brought.
Yeah. That's what people were expecting.
This is some old school, but see, they couldn't do this because that would have been the CBRs.
Yes, 750R.
R, yeah. What the hell? Why does that look so strange? Man, they were doing the CB something Fs all the way back in 1998. Holy shit, that has been a hot minute. That bikes look so different when you look in the past. Holy crap, dude. Good.
Don't do that.
Nobody do this.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ.
He's about to start scraping the swing arm.
I think that's actually taking his foot. Like, it's a belt sandering his foot.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what it is, right? It's like an asphalt sander. That's an interesting shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I see where the design characteristics come from. You guys can see this kind of like angled face. Also, this angle of photography is just really upsetting me. I'm just gonna have to go past it. Okay. So you think this is what the internet wanted? Yeah. This guy right
They
here.
wanted an R, they got an F.
I hate when that happens. That's really interesting. This thing looks just like a SV650 from back in the day.
I mean, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so just to confirm, guys, this is what the new Hornet looks like. Here, let's get one old Hornet. And if you guys are only listening, sorry.
Doesn't resolve it, just apologizes.
Old Hornet, new Hornet. Da-da. Interesting. So this was a inline 4. So that is also a R. So I don't know what people wanted.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Okay, cool. So we see where the design characteristics came from. Ballsy move, Cotton. All right, so let's see what you have to compare the Hornet with, and when you're going to a purchase. Woo-hoo-hoo, boy, this is a hard one.
Okay, so 7 is getting outclassed.
For you audio people, I'm going to read through these. This is the other middleweight naked bikes that are currently in the market with the CB750F, aka the Hornet. You have the MT-07. We know it. We love it. Coming in at a cost of $7,899. We're just going to go over name and price real quick. Next up, Kawasaki's Z650, coming in at $8,249. We have the Suzuki GSXS 750, which is somehow priced at $8,549. Now we have Honda's CB750F, priced at $7,699. And then finally, cream of the crop, we got the KTM 890 Duke, which is a phenomenal motorcycle, but it does cost $11,899. That's a stiff competition.
Yeah.
So, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. The MT-07 horsepower and torque 68 and 47. The Hornets 90 and 55.
Yeah.
Bro, that's 22 horsepower more. Yeah. So it'll most likely be faster.
Slightly shorter bike, not by much, but just every little metric.
Oh, you're talking about the seat height?
Yeah. Every little metric is like just a wee bit better, save for the weight.
Right.
And the weight's not that bad.
Yeah, so the MT-07 is only 406 pounds, which is that's a pretty light motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then the Hornet's coming in at 419, so only about 13 pounds more. I don't know if you'd be able to tell 13 pounds. Like honestly,
No.
It's more about where that weight is. But I know the MT-07 is an incredibly light motorcycle. Like you saw when we had one here for a few months.
Yeah.
That thing is a toy. That's just it is a hilarious motorcycle to ride. I don't think I've ridden a Z650 before though. Which a lot of people like. I really wish Mountain and Roswell would carry Kawasaki's. They say that their market doesn't really buy Kawasaki's, which is unfortunate. But I feel like Kawasaki makes solid motorcycles, so it sucks that we can't really like. Obviously, when they have used ones, we can jump on there. But something I am surprised to see in this chart, and unfortunately, it's not about the Hornet, but the GSXS 750 has 112 horsepower and 60 foot-pounds of torque, where the Duke, the 890 Duke, has 115 and 60. So 3 more horsepower and 8 more foot-pounds of torque. And let me tell you, from somebody that's ridden both of those, the Duke feels so much faster.
Yeah, but it's also like $3,000+ more. So
there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
I just think it's
140 horsepower or more torque.
that the Z650 and
CC.
the GSXS 750 are comparably priced and nowhere near comparably like statted up.
Yeah, these numbers are kind of all over the place. If I'm going to be honest, like
I think as far as the CB750 is concerned, I think it sits pretty proudly at the top of this list because you're looking at power to weight, you're looking at, the range of these motorcycles. You just take it as a wash. You'll probably get 190 miles out of this. It says 216. Whatever.
I mean, like, does anybody? You guys let us know in the chat. Do y'all care about range on a gas bike? Do you care about range? Yeah. If it's a touring bike, I start to kind of.
Bro, no, because like there are some trips where it's like, do I want to stop 5 times or do I want to stop 2 or 3?
How many times are you doing that though?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because those are the times it's really gonna suck.
I know, but like sucking a couple times every now and then is not going to trump. That's not going to be a purchase decision.
You're not going to be used to it. You're not going to be used to it. So when it happens, it's going to be such a novel thing that it's really going to sting. Having a bike that when I went on the trip to we did that 12-hour ride with Downey and all them, and when I was on my FC, and I had to stop like twice, and everybody else had to stop like 5-6 times because they're all on R1s and shit like that. And I'm like, I'm stopping because I'm riding with them, and I'm like, this is fucking annoying.
Interesting. That might be because it's been a while since I've actually ridden with people. Yeah. So like, because if you're by yourself, I stand by the fact that if I'm by myself, I really don't give a shit about how many times I have to
want
stop.
a decent amount of range so that I can just get.
So what's your range number then? Like, what's the range that you'd be like, I can't get that bike because the range is too low?
100 or 120 miles.
Oh, so all the electrics.
Yeah. Or like my Bolt.
Your Bolt only gets.
I don't know. It's a small tank.
Oh, okay.
So
do you have like a peanut tank on it?
Yeah,
or?
It's a decent gas mileage, but there's just not enough fuel in it. But having said that, like I look at all those stats and I look at it compared to the rest of the bikes on this list, and I'm like, that 7699 look good.
Yeah, no, I will say the power for the price, the numbers are decent. I'm kind of surprised at how much more horsepower the Gixxer's getting for an equivalent CC'd engine. Because obviously the Honda has 100 more CCs than both the MT-07
it's an
and the
inline 4, so it's going to have a lot more power on the horsepower side, but it's comparable in torque.
Well, I would have thought that the torque would be way higher and it's lower because it's, you're looking at a 755cc parallel twin versus a 749cc inline 4. I would have expected the torque numbers to be a little higher than the Gixxer and maybe the horsepower exactly where it was. But knowing Honda's one of these companies where their machines are far more capable than they put out.
Every Honda that we've ever
has
had,
ever existed. Go ahead and say it.
Pretty much. comes to you. You leave with the keys, and then you go find more power inside of it.
Yeah, I mean, but that's how they get their kind of what they're known for. You buy a Honda, and then it just never goes bad. Well, that's because it's probably been de-restricted.
A Ghost, did I hear you say this is a 270 crank on this?
That's what I've seen. Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I hope So the Honda that comes to my mind when I think of like Hondas that I've really enjoyed, because like I'm not gonna lie, like Hondas are most of the time they're like vanilla. It's totally fine and it's great with cake, but I'm never gonna crave vanilla ice cream. You know what I mean? Nothing stands out, good or bad. The RRs, the CBRs, they're fast. Cool. All of them are fast. There's nothing that's like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. The two Hondas that make me think about something are the CB300R, the entry level, where or CBR 300, whichever the little Super Sport is.
Yep.
That is the torquiest 300 out there.
Okay.
So you actually get a lot of the times with the lower CC bikes, you don't get a lot of power fluctuation throughout the rev range. That is one of the things that makes that motorcycle really unique in its class, because otherwise it's kind of like a meh. You're going to go with everybody knows you're going to go with the Ninja 400 or you're going to go with an R3.
I think then you would like the characteristics of a parallel twin with a 270 degree.
I guess what I'm saying
like
is
that's going to be kind of what you want. I agree with you. I think that bikes with crazy horsepower numbers and go fast, and you get those fucking twitchy little sections in their rev range that it's just like the power band's like insane. Like, cool. Okay.
Bikes are fast. That's not
90% of my life on a motorcycle is spent going between 0 miles an hour and whatever the speed limit is.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want the fun to be in that range, which is why that's why I fell in love with the T-Plane.
Yeah.
And that's because
I thought you were going to say Tigray.
That's because it has a unique firing order that gives it a lot of character down low, and that's what I like out of it. So I think this will be up your alley as far as like engine wise, and I don't think it'll feel like most of the Hondas that you've ridden.
Well, so the thing I'm kind of hoping for is that
it's not new for them, but it is new for you from them.
My hope, obviously, I don't hope bad of any manufacturer. Like, I want all these companies to do good and make cool shit. But I love the MT-07, and its power numbers and weight are a little lower, but they're comparable if they're moved up to this thing. I hope that this parallel twin can be fun and torquey, because, like, with the body position of this Hornet, it's going to be a great like daily driver. I'm sure it's a fucking Honda, so you'll be able to put 100,000 miles on it to get it warmed up and ready to go. But if it has a boring power delivery,
if the bottom end
it's going to have a hard time.
If the bottom end is anemic, then this thing is going to have a hard time competing with a bike that's priced close to it that doesn't have that shallow, sloppy bottom end.
Bro, I don't know how this happened, but I'm so dumb that I literally just realized the Hornet is the cheapest option on this list.
That's what
did you say it was the cheapest?
Saying.
I know, but like you didn't say it was the cheapest.
Oh my god. I'm saying, like, you look at that price and you're just like, how? What do?
Okay. So I think I was just like, I was off in La La Land or something like that. I'm sorry. That is interesting then. But here's... So now I'm conflicted. Because I'm now worried that if they're pricing it that low, then are they trying to hedge their bets about they are worried that the MT-07 is an incredibly fun motorcycle at an incredible price. If their motorcycle has all of those stats and they're pricing it that low, that worries me that they are thinking or worried that the engine is not going to perform too like fun enough, I guess, for words.
That's not where my head goes. My head goes to like, where did they cut corners? That's my concern. Is
okay, so seeing Hondas generally, where do you think they cut corners on this bike?
I can't. I honestly can't really tell. Like,
here, let's get some. I'm going to pull up the.
Do we know
photos.
what? Do we know what the components that they're using for suspension is? Ghost, do you have any idea?
I don't. I'll go see if I can find it.
Yeah.
So we do know this is a brand new engine.
Yeah.
So they're bringing that in, and maybe they're trying to get into the market competitively with a cheaper price.
Yeah.
We see that with other companies that are doing that strategy and seems to be working. So,
I mean, everything else looks about as I would expect.
it looks like it has Nissan calipers, so like they're not really cheaping out on the brakes.
Yeah. I mean, so somebody in the chat says Showa on the front on the suspension.
So if it's a Showa, that's they're not cheaping out there.
Yeah. So that means like fit and finish,
confirmed.
they're gonna be.
Okay, so Go says Showa is confirmed.
Good.
Okay.
So what that means to me is that they were gonna get some, a generic ABS plastic. I can look at the dash or the cockpit view of the the TFT dash and say, yeah, I can see where they're going super minimalist and stuff like that.
To
But
be clear, this is totally a render. Like,
Right.
this is not an actual photo.
It doesn't look like. It doesn't look like the cream of the crop.
But the fact that it's a TFT dash already puts it in a
Yeah.
higher echelon category.
But I mean, like the rest of it, it looks good. Like the bike looks good. The lines are good. It looks. Honestly, this thing looks like it would be a 400 or 500. So it's not like they're not using that premium stuff that they would use on their 1000s. But
Yeah.
it still looks good. I fucking really like the way this looks, especially that shot of it was like the best shot. That I really like that.
I don't have a problem with this shot. Like I will say
The front view's a little wonky, but
okay, let's be clear. This view right here is trash. I'm sorry.
I like the silhouette of it.
You know what? I'll say this because this has happened previously, especially at press launches and shit that
Yeah.
I've gone to. This render of this motorcycle does not look
I like
good.
the little winglets that come off like right above the radiator. Do you see what I'm saying?
Like in this area.
I don't know. Is it right in this area?
Shit, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that I do like that.
I like the way that the tail, the body work of the tail kind of goes into that little, Scoopy boy, but
Right here.
it's lifted up off the trellis, on the subframe.
I will say having, and this is,
I like it. It's like I've seen a lot of people once this was announced and they were just shitting on it. And
so what are people? I haven't read
they're
any
saying
of
it's
the shitting on
ugly
stuff.
and it's it's trying to be a Suzuki and blah blah blah. And
I have seen the KTM comment,
Yes.
and that's because of the hold on,
the
I'm going
pointy
to try
boy.
to find it.
The pointy boy.
There's a shot.
I like that
of-
they didn't just slap the dash in an open air and they actually have a housing for it. That
Okay, I have an idea. I want to take this photo. I'm gonna put a side profile of an 890 Duke on top of that, and
Yeah.
we're gonna see what it looks like. So give me a few seconds. I'm gonna do that.
Jamil has an interesting thought. Maybe they automated a production process.
What does
So-
dig into that while I fuck around in Photoshop?
Yeah, because like that could be something as more automation or something, or they've streamlined some sort of manufacturing.
Okay, just so we're all clear, everybody, hold on. I want to bring you guys along this process. Okay, so this is a side profile of an 890 Duke.
It's the pointy headlight.
It is
like,
100% the pointy headlight.
This is like people saying I look like Zach Galifianakis, and I'm like, what? Because I'm a chubby white dude with a beard?
Hold on, let's get a close up. Yes, absolutely, that is the case.
Like,
Hold on.
you could have said Robin Williams. You could have said the love child of Joaquin Phoenix and Barney Rubble. Like,
No, keep going. What other other combos do you have for you? Hold on, I'll let everybody look close at you.
that's the major ones. It's like,
What are the sub major ones, Beau?
I don't know. I mean, I've gotten Robert De Niro. Like,
Wow, are you complimented when you get those?
I don't care.
What?
I don't give a shit.
How do you not care?
I
Come
can't
on.
do anything about it, or I'm not going to do that.
Oh, you
do anything about
could.
it,
You
but
could.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
This
You
is-
just accepted.
This is what I've got for the rest of my life.
Right.
Just this.
Jesus. I believe in you, Beau. There's nothing you can't do, bud. Always
Just
remember
this
that.
until I die.
Hey, just don't do that. I'm almost done, guys. I'm gonna have this weekend.
There's a lot of people like, oh, I like Zach Galifianakis, and I'm like,
I am hilarious.
I don't look anything like the guy.
All right, guys. Here we go.
All right,
We're
what do you
gonna
got?
see. We're gonna see what we can make out of this. This is not a Photoshop tutorial. I promise. Don't judge me. I don't use Photoshop that often.
Lord of the Rings, red beard guy.
All right. So if we change the opacity down and we transform this, I feel like I'm internet sleuthing where I'm you know what I'm talking about?
Oh my god.
Okay, here we go. Interesting. Let's get a little closer.
It's kind of hard to do a naked bike with a pointy headlight and not be called out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look at this.
Also, that's not how it looks, though. That was
I
the
know.
concept.
The guy that did the concept was like, cool, I'll make
Yeah.
a KTM 890.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
I mean, it's pretty terribly close.
but that's not what it ended up. That's not what it ended up looking like.
It's true, but hold on. Okay, one more thing. I promise.
we don't.
I'm almost done. Let me play.
This is what I deal. See, you guys are getting. This is the part of Chase you guys don't see, is when he gets locked into something.
Dude, look at this. It's almost the same. Oh no.
You put these guys' legs on these guys' legs, and under his body, it's like this guy has legs now.
Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna do anything else like that anymore. I just wanted to see for my own self.
This is what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. That he'll get a wild hair up his ass, and he is fucking laser focused and can't focus on anything else.
I try to use it for the better good, just to be clear.
Yeah. But sometimes it's to Photoshop a concept art to the back end of a fucking
Hey,
890.
if it happens, it happens. Sorry, I'm new here. Give me a break.
Scared the shit out of you. You're like, whoa.
Yep, that's what happens if ever I look to the side and you're there. I just get
I
the
get
shit
that.
scared out of me.
I get that.
Okay, so cheapest bike in the group.
Yep. Comparable power.
Comparable
On paper.
power to the third highest comparable power. Cheapest in the
That's not what
group.
the word comparable means, but okay, continue.
No, well, comparable for the group, but then placement wise, it's number 3 of 5. Five. So looks wise, how are you? Drop us on looks. We got boom. Here we go.
I like this probably the most out of those that are here.
You are lying.
No.
You think this Hornet looks better than those other bikes?
I don't like the KTM's. I don't like the dual, like the split in the middle of the headlight, and they always. It's just there's only like the new 1250 Adventure, the way they do theirs, where it's part of the whole front fascia.
Right.
I like that.
Kind of a Super Dookie.
Yeah, the Super Duke I don't like because it comes out and it's like this big smushed thing at the top. It looked like somebody took a regular headlight and just goes and smushed its fucking head.
That's a view you guys are not going to be able to get rid of.
I actually like the way the GSX 750 looks.
I'm going to pull up a Super Adventure so we can look at it and see what you're talking about.
But I do. I think I like it.
Oh, you're talking about this shield thing.
Yeah, the way the headlight. So
this is what you like.
I like that.
Okay.
But like the Super Duke, it feels like they took that headlight and then go like smash and just fucking launch it.
KTM smash.
Yeah, it's just.
So you don't like this kind of praying
it's
mantis
like,
thing?
like
It does. It looks like the
It looks like
horizontal
it's
version.
falling backwards.
It looks like the horizontal-ish version of the shield.
Yeah, I just
that the Super
I'm not a
Adventure
fan
has.
of that. So like the 890 Duke, a great bike, meh.
Okay.
I like the way the GSX 750 looks.
This older one?
The one that's on that. Yeah. I kind of dig it.
How are we always so opposite? Like, do we agree on anything?
It has a very well thought out, like the front end, the way that the bodywork and the headlight kind of match the lines. I like that.
You're talking about the Gixxer?
Yeah.
Gixxus?
I don't like the Z650 because
Right.
I feel like it's just slapped together. Nothing. There's no cohesive body language. I like the MT-07. I think I like the body lines of the bottom jaw of the Hornet
Okay.
and the
You're talking about
and
this
the wing
white
lights.
piece that kind of
Yeah,
comes down here?
show them.
Oh, shit, sorry.
So like
Talking about this little piece right
that
here.
little piece and how it matches really nicely with the winglets and stuff.
Okay.
And being that it's called a Hornet, now the front.
You're a bug fan.
The front of that actually makes sense because it kind of does look like a Hornet's face.
So I'm going to go off on a limb here. I would assume if you were to pick which one you like the most, you'd pick the white so that you could get the exaggerated body lines.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, with the black,
Yeah.
they'd just blend in.
I wish the Gixxer was in a different color because then you could see what I was talking. Because when you zoom in on the Gixxus, it's like you can see the way the headlight and the body work around the radiator they make the same kind of movement
Like aggressively
towards
looking?
Yeah, and they have the same kind of little slight curves and ridges and stuff. And that's to me, it's well thought out. I like it.
Okay. So I want to look up something because I
love
do
the way
agree.
KTM's ride. I hate the way they look most of them.
Fair.
Yeah.
This Z650, before I say it, I want to look it up real quick because I'm pretty sure.
To be clear, this is just the way they look, not.
Yeah, we're not talking about performance.
Yeah. I just a visual cues.
So, just to be clear, this is a Z400. So, I think I think Kawasaki's future Z line. Kawasaki does a pretty good job of keeping things in line. Here's another angle.
Clicky, make it bigger, please.
Okay, I can. So I do think that when they get into that realm, like when they adopt that fully through the line, actually here we're on Kawasaki.com because we're always on there. Let's see what their Z650 looks like. Yeah, see, this is what the Z650 looks like.
So now it's more cohesive.
Much better.
So now that front end is like part of the bike instead of just slapped onto it.
Yeah.
To me, that's the way it looks at least.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't like the front end of the MT-07 as far as profile. I like it straight on, like head on.
You like it straight on. You don't like it from the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if I'm picking one in there, it's probably gonna be the CB750.
Interesting.
For overall looks and design language.
So which one do you? So least up, you like the Z650.
Yeah.
Next is KTM. Next is MT-07. Then Gixxus. Then Hornet.
Yep.
Whoa. I am. You could almost do like this. So
No surprise.
If we're
The
talking about
MT-07
looks-
is probably on the.
well, no.
top
If we're
two.
talking about looks, it changes everything because, like, riding wise, if
No,
I
we're
was
not
to buy
talking
one,
riding
okay, so we're only talking
looks.
looks. It's hard to separate my heart from what I know about the MT-07 because I love that
just
motorcycle.
looks.
Okay, just looks. Let's pull this up. KTM, because it looks the most aggressive, and I like. I personally do appreciate
You like the old
that.
smush face?
I like the old smush face. I like the angled little
It's
shield
one of those
thing.
things. Like people either love it or hate it.
Yeah, very polarizing, which is cool. I think I'm attracted to like polarizing motorcycles. I own an MT-10. Like I like these kind of. I end up liking bikes where half the people are like,
Fucking edgelord
"That looks like a
over
piece
here."
of shit." So I going back to the photos. I do like the styling of the Duke series, the 890 specifically. I think the MT-07 does a better job of that styling than the MT-09 does. So I like the MT-07 more. I think it's just something about the shape of the bike.
Yeah.
So Duke 890 is first, MT-07 is second, and don't care about the rest. I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
No, seriously.
Rip to all three of those guys.
So, am I judging this Z650 or am I judging what the actual Z650 is?
I mean, you can go for whatever you want.
Okay. I think that the Z650, the actual 2022 model, I would go third because it looks like Kawasaki is getting some design language and really doubling down on it.
Like locking in.
Yeah, and that kind of shit does take a lot of time though, because you have to imagine this company has to do all the work to make a motorcycle. Then they have to put it out into the market, see if it works well, Okay, which one worked well? Now, what design elements do we take off of that we then drop into the rest of the bikes of this line? But I do now think Kawasaki's getting into a really good spot with the Z-Line. Obviously, you guys know I'm super into naked bikes, so I actually give a shit
The new
about
GSX.
what?
I do like that.
The Jixus?
Yeah, the new one. I just looked at the newest model.
Well, the 1000, they don't have a 750 yet, right?
The 2022 GSX S 750. Holy fuck.
Whoa. I didn't know about this. Hold on. Going into Explorer mode.
SuzukiCycles.com. Street 2022 GSX S 750. Fuck you. I like it.
Naming conventions are hard.
God damn. Fucking.
I need to have all of the manufacturers just at the top of my laptop because, like, the amount of times I'm like swiping through here. This?
That's it. Yeah, I like it.
This ain't new. This is the whole thing, Beau.
Is it not? I thought
That's the same as.
maybe it's because of the blue in that picture that it looks different.
Man, you got me all.
Let me look at this.
This man got me all excited.
Yeah, it's the blue lines in that made it look like there was more to it.
Whatever. Okay, so
I stand by what I'm saying.
I know, I get it. I get it. So
It looks real fucking good in black. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're saying this. So here's all right.
Saying
so
what?
Okay, I'm going back to my thing. Number 1 spot, 890 Duke. Number 2 spot, MT-07. Number 3 spot, the 2022 Z650. The 3rd spot. You know what? I'll give the 3rd spot to the Hornet because from certain angles it looks okay.
So low. You put this so low, but
hold on.
You're okay with the Katana.
I think that is a point. That is a point. The Katana is a unique looking motorcycle, and I wish I would get to ride it. Okay, everybody, live with me in my brain for a second. You don't have to stay long. The GSX S750 and the 1000 before they recently did the new change that I do like.
No, the GT?
This bike.
Or the
regular one, the naked one. So, have you guys ever seen that Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movie? Where a motorcycle is always driving through, like, fire and shit? I feel like the Jixus 750 looks like a bike rode through crazy blue flame, and a dude that was designing the bike was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I'll make all the fairings kind of washy. And that's what they did. And I think it looks like trash. I hate the way that bike looks. It irks me. I'm so sorry if you own that bike. That is not anything towards you. It is just me.
I know, man. It looks like a well thought out. Like the front end is very well thought out.
It looks like
how the crown of the headlight matches the crown of the tank, and the side pieces of the headlight match the side pieces around I just think
that bike looks like somebody was like, hey.
And you're hearing me talk nice about a Suzuki, so
let's take that. Yeah, let's all appreciate that. But that bike looks like somebody was like, hey, we need to have a bike for every element. This will be water.
And in the same breath, they released the Katana, and it's just like,
Katana's a cool... Bro, you can't tell me riding a Katana through downtown with neon lights and shit, like, that would be a cool
But that doesn't happen. That's in your fucking head.
Everything's in my head.
The reality is you're just like...
Okay, I would like to officially release everyone from having to live in my brain for a minute. I'm now done. Okay, so...
It's the 3rd you're giving the Hornet.
No, 4th.
You said 3rd.
No, I said the...
Can we get a replay on this?
Yeah, Ghost, pull that shit up. I said Duke 890, MT-07, 2022 Z650, Hornet, Jixus.
Pretty sure you said the words 3rd, but whatever.
Nah, I would like... Let's get a referee here. We're on tape. Rolling the tape.
Currently.
Okay. Currently, yeah. Actually, no, we don't record any of this. We let YouTube do all that. Thank God. Do you know how much footage it would take to... Are you okay?
Yeah, because we used to do it that way.
I'm very familiar with that. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm just... everything's coming loose.
I see that you're having an interesting time here. Let's all just watch. Here, let's get a close-up.
No, I'm trying not... I don't want this to fall. There you go.
That would be a bad time.
There we go.
Okay, so we don't have a ton of time left, but like, so you don't care about the red forks? It doesn't really bother you?
I actually kind of like it.
I'll bring up the bike so you guys can see.
I wouldn't have chosen to do that. You know, bring it up. Also,
Yeah.
Thanks for spoiling the surprise. I think I wouldn't have chosen to do that, but the fact that it is matchy with the little peaks in there, I like it.
So I'm kind of divided here because as a guy who often thinks about how I can uniquely customize motorcycles, I do often think about matching forks to frames.
I think anodized anodized forks looks great. And then you have like the XSR where the wheels and the forks and the paint don't match. Like they didn't use the same color.
Yeah, can confirm the gold wheels on the XSR 900. That's our current motorbike.
This at least seems thought out and it is cohesive with the design.
I will say this: the amount of red is tasteful. They could have gone super Honda and gone red wheels.
Yeah.
I think that would have been too much. We talk about this a lot.
The
when we're
little
designing
peak
the bikes.
of red that's on there is nice, and I like that it's in the parts where there is black and not white, so it's like hiding.
You don't
inside
have
it.
a lot of white with red. Yeah, I agree with that. No, I'll give you the colors look decent, and I do like the color red. And granted, this is a render. We don't know what the actual thing will look like, but I don't know why I'm not super for the red forks.
I can venture a guess, and that it looks cheap because we've had bikes in here with painted forks.
Maybe that's it.
That were
that might
pretty
be
cheap.
It. Well, so and also there's this weird thing with forks. And you guys that just look into any bikes, gold forks is almost like these forks are good color. You know what I'm talking about? Olin's, I guess, kind of like defines good forks. I'm not saying it's accurate.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't feel that way anymore because I look at how many bikes that we've had in the shop that had gold forks.
Yeah.
Or something like that was like, oh, this is supposed to look like the premium stuff. It's like, oh, this looks like carbon fiber. It's not carbon fiber. Oh, this looks like anodized gold. It's not. So it's like I don't look at it like that anymore. So now I'm just like, hey, they took a swing. They had a little bit of tasteful pop of red to match the frame. That's a little bit of pop of red. I like it.
Yeah, my brain lags behind me as a person. So
Have you seen anybody that's done the anodized all black top, black bottom for the short forks?
Like no silver at all?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I haven't seen black inner parts, but
haven't we?
They're never black. They're like silver, like dark silver.
Yeah. Like the SP had it.
Yeah. That shit was cool as fuck though.
Now, like that same kind of anodization on the uppers, and so the whole thing is that it looks pretty good. I've seen a couple bikes riding around my area with that.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty dope.
Maybe never mind. I can't even go down that. I can't even. I literally talked about finishing one bike right now,
and now you're like, well, let's play it all of them.
Well, the next one is a little special.
Yeah, it is.
Not gonna talk
Shut
about
your fucking mouth.
Season 6, baby, gonna be the best yet. Okay.
Oh, season 6.
We can't show Beau anymore. He might give things away.
Season 6. That's right.
Anyway,
that's fun.
It's the one after 5.
It is the one after 5. It's before 7 as well.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that. I'm just kidding. Okay, so, yeah, God does need to help us. Okay, final things about the Hornet. I'm
excited. I'm more excited about the Transalp. I think.
We didn't even fucking talk about that.
Yeah, I'm more excited to see what happens with that.
Transalp generally is a what?
Touring.
Is it ADV or just touring?
With the original one, it classified as an adventure touring. Do we know?
Huh.
I've seen people do adventure touring on it.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. But it's a touring bike of some descript.
I'm interested to hear, and we won't talk about this episode because we don't have time, but I'm interested to hear your opinions on why you are excited that it does not look like the Africa Twin. I don't want to hear it now, but just future episode would be interesting. Okay, so Ghost, we have a story time thing.
All right, bring up your fucking
Oh, okay. Shoot, I didn't know we had this.
Make sure you're showing.
Final things. I hope this bike rides fun and torquey. If it doesn't, I worry that the Hornet is going to kind of melt into obscurity and not really be a big deal.
If the engine don't come with the good, then it's not gonna fly.
The look, I'll put it this way, the looks would not deter me from being excited about it.
Yeah.
But if the engine's not torquey, I will forget about this motorcycle very quickly. Which is actually the worst place to be. It's not that you want to be the worst motorcycle like the GSX 250R. You don't want to be the middle one that nobody talks about.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
Smart story time? Is that what you're going to say?
Oh my God, do you not? Your fucking cursor was at it.
Hold on, guys. So we're going to end the episode with whatever
it
this...
literally said smart o'clock right in front of you.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Dunce.
Okay, so I have not seen this video. I cannot confirm what it is, but we are going to spend the next 2 minutes watching it. So let's hope this goes well. Smart Industries presents... Wait, I'm not voicing over this. I don't know what I'm doing. In association with Ghost. Let's full screen it. They deserve this.
This fucking music is mint.
I think I'm going to add a fart noise to the CBR video and see if anyone notices. Bro, I can't believe our server went down. This just in, Boner has farted and now the server is down. Let's go to Smart live at the scene. Chase, we're here at the scene to clear up a major ass blast.
Yes, Jason, remember it's a crop dusting. Okay, whatever. He should have just stepped into the thunder bucket.
Jesus Christ.
That was a major ass blaster. I mean, we heard it from Chattanooga. We knew we go through Bill just to ruin the stank tank. It's just that cool. Yeah.
I'm trying to save you from the pit of Beau's butt rumble, but you must try.
I still cannot handle that scene, by the way. That stank. It's so horrible. Let's get out of here.
Bro, the fucking send it on that is great.
That's Chase T.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't even have a nose, and I could smell that ass quake from Valdosta. Don't go to Valdosta. Yes! I mean, I know I was going to be bad, but didn't realize. Ian from Big Rock Photo here. Holy shit, what's that smell? Wait, did that happen?
I slipped in fart noises.
Oh my god. It seems we have found a case where whoever smelled it did not, in fact, dealt it.
Smart balls.
Oh, that was funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Noise. Smart.
That scene from the Adventure Bros. I was just a thumbs up, and then something got in my throat.
Oh, were you like coughed terribly? Jesus.
And I just for some reason it made me laugh so fucking
Most
hard.
of the time, I'm the one that's like
can
super
we get the
extra.
fucking sex spots out of here?
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we have to run through this stuff real quick. We have a few minutes. Yeah. The bike we wanted, not smart, the bike we got. See, I totally agree here. We wanted the R, 100%.
Whatever.
Okay, moving on. When Chase tries to sound cute for Heather, hit play. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
I'm so terrified.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Well, thanks for that. Oh, God. When the BMW dealership hears you have to wait 6 weeks for your new KTM 790 Adventure, that is hit, and comes up with a brilliant idea to convince you to buy a GS. GSs don't need to be orange, is what I've learned from that.
Yep.
I taught Chase well. 5 hours for bodywork? Come on. I mean, to be fair, it was a 600. And Beau can confirm that shit was a lot.
Yep.
And of course, Ranchers, typical Suzuki. We love it. Bow-legged. Week-old reference, reposting anyway. That's actually hilarious. Oh, shit.
There you go.
Here we go. Who posted that?
Lala
Banat. That's an awesome photo and an awesome bike.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love. It's a baby Hornet.
It's a big boy Grom.
It's a Bornet. A baby Hornet. A Bornet. I want to make this. Season 6. Throwing everything out, making that.
Still tasty.
Hey, true. Vanilla ice cream still slap.
Yeah.
Oh God. Chase, Apple Watch has Gorilla Glass. Beau, don't do this, Chase. Chase, don't worry. Also, Chase, wait. Oof. Still okay? Hopefully not. Yes! Yes! I see it now. Now I understand. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
The next one is good too.
Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture.
It's Zach Galifianakis with me, and it's.
Oh, really? Oh, is it both?
I'm explaining to people for listening, you jerk.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that makes sense.
That's hilarious.
So what I've learned is the Hornet's face, it does really well on other stuff. So RIP.
I mean, really well is not.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I don't think that was put onto the.
Yeah, it was. That was a ruckus.
No, I'm talking about the other one. I think that was just a regular Grom, wasn't it?
No, it was the Hornet.
I see. Yeah, I look at it now.
Also, can we just give more props to this thing? That looks dope.
Yeah, genuinely ugly, it says.
It does legitimately say genuinely ugly.
There is no crossover between you and I. What looks good?
I'm not gonna lie. I really want my garage to be a 1250 GS and this Grom. I think that would be the ultimate combo.
Interesting.
How cool would it be? You walk into your garage.
If I get a big boy, I'm either getting a Pan Am or a Africa Twin. That CarPlay.
Would you consider getting a Pan Am for real?
Fuck yeah, that's what I wanted. I just didn't have the fucking money for it. That's my first choice.
Really?
Yeah.
After all the bitching, you would have gone with a Pan Am.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I can change certain things and make.
Oh yeah, that's fair. All right, guys, that is
we made it through all of the memes.
Hold on, we have to show this one more time. We did. We made it through. We made it through all of them.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's it for Live on Two Wheels this week. Pretty excited about the Hornet. I hope I get to ride it. That's all I can really say. The dealership that we do all of our first rides at is a Honda dealership. It's one of the models that they have. So, fingers crossed. Hope I can ride it. We'll do a first ride on it and see how it goes. I really want a Grom now. So, thanks, Andy. Fuck you, asshole. Just kidding. Also, next week.
It's going to be interesting.
Next week is going to be awesome. Okay, here's what's up. We have, I won't say who, we have CF Moto people coming. And we have an entire
from the
show,
company proper.
Like from proper CF Moto USA.
Yeah.
They are going to come on the show physically here. We got room for 4 peeps. And we have some awesome questions for them. We'll do a community post so that if you guys want some questions, we'll try to squeeze them in. But Trey wrote out an awesome list of questions for him. So CF Moto, like after riding that 300 SS, I'll tell you guys this: the industry is about to get shooken up a little bit.
Yeah,
what they are offering for the price that they are offering. I'm excited.
We'll find out that and more next Thursday.
Yeah,
right here, live on Two Wheels.
Right here, 4:30. You guys make sure to go leave us a review over on Apple Podcast to get a decal. We really appreciate you guys live. If you can't watch it live, it goes up on the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel after the fact, or you can listen to it as a podcast. You guys are awesome. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. You ride safe tomorrow, bud. Blockhead, sorry I couldn't come. Working all. Later.